inscribed ancient hammer. You remember those Danish guys who actually tried to summon the power of Thor before he blew them to Helheim?
You do it. Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the master of ceremonies.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectacle.
They won't hate it, Mr. Feniger. It's just entertainment.
What? Entertainment? Security! You need to deal with this guy right all that side of him. Move to a better position.
I'm just sad I'll never be able to see his face when they read him a will. You think I should include a section about how much he would have inherited?
What's with that weird bird effigy?
The annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
Yeah, smelling too. Ceremony. She would light the on fire, so we wash it.
Huh. Bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever sells.
Some kind of special ritual?
You ever think maybe that's just where they keep us?
If some filthy rich broad wants to flirt with danger-filled lives, I say let her. The paper... Silence, not our concern.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. I'll never go on the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectacle. But people hate it.
Shit, they're gonna hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Feniger. It's just entertainment.
And entertainment? Good Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? That everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Feniger. Break a leg.
Bloody hell. I've got a body here. Investigating. Stand by for further information. Shit. This one seems to be alive. I'm getting help. I could use some assistance here. Do you know...
Mr. Fennec, excellent. The crowd was starting to get restless. It appears... are waiting by the stage, and the torch is ready by the money pit. Miss Washington, Master of Ceremonies has arrived. We are good to go. Over.
Fenneker, thank Christ. Ready when you are.
Who's this guy? Oh, must be the arc side.
A handsome play, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live, and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress. Be it our next home in the stars, or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes, and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Look at you, Fenneker. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
Whoa, back off, buddy. I'm married.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work. Next up, Sophia Washington. That's him. The Constant. Providence's top controller. Everything depends on capturing him alive.
Yes, hello.
It'll cost me plenty. Architects only.
What's the worst that could happen if you let me go up there?
Do you even know who I am? Sir, just take my word on this. Nothing for you past here, sir. You better get back to work.
Yeah, now get out of here, you idiot!
What's so important? I told you, I have a thing. The anthropologist. No, you told me he was dead. You told me you watched him go over the waterfall with a Bowie knife in his back. 9 lives of the ass. Where is he now?
That
Sao
is
Paulo.
Sophia Washington,
Playing
chairwoman of the Ark Society, professional treasure hunter, and Providence
That
operative.
son of a bitch
Quite
is
the
only
resume.
witness to what went down in that cave. He saw us cut down a dozen unarmed tribesmen. I don't care if he spends the rest of his days as a washed-up beach bum playing in an Eagles cover band. Amnesty is searching for him, and so is Interpol. And first, we'll go down for mass murder. Of course he needs to go. And for real, this time? I don't care how you do it, just do it properly. Or I send Adrian to toss you over a waterfall. What was Dennis thinking with this decor? So driving heavy.
Hello there.
Help me! Move in! Get the advantage!
We lost the target, damn it!
Command, how copy? Following up on a disturbance on Big Cat 12. Over.
Oh man, right, come on. Come on.
What the... Oh, what did I do? Jesus Christ!
I don't believe it. Huh. Well, I'll be. Can't they lock up the shop? I swear I can hear the ocean.
Iron Maiden up there. A real one, with actual spikes in it.
Tell me about it. Belonged to the founder. The Washingtons got rid of most of the stuff when they took over his office, but I guess the Maiden is here to stay.
So morbid.
Well, it's purely ornamental. That makes me feel any better. Iron Maidens were rarely, if ever. It's really more of a gothic. Okay. Sir, stop!
There we are, Mr. Janice. Don't you love the answer? Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you died only yesterday. With a final touch of makeup, your burial mask, and ceremonial dagger, oh, why, you'll look like a king of old. My unique quality. Can't very well display you before your fellow. Yet with one, she tells me it belongs to Tsar Nicholas and that it might have been used to stab Rasputin.
Wow.
Oh,
Pretty
you
uncanny
must be very
resemblance, if you
important
ask
to
me.
possess with such a valuable artifact, Mr. Janice.
happens, there'll be some other element at play. Something even we can't predict.
I would have said the same thing a few years ago, but look, honey, I don't care.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. You want a bomb, do a little research into pandemics.
Thank you for attending
Some
this
of the
evening.
vulnerabilities in so-called modern sanitation practices, kaboom! Seriously.
You're not even thinking about the big picture. You want a factor X, extreme weather, wildfires, all of that. That's 1-2 months to break it all down within our lifetime.
Have a good evening.
Modern society being what it is. My guess is
Wonder
that
if the castle's
pending
basement
collapse
has
will
a
go
permanent
hand in hand
R&D
with the bank's going
facility.
nuclear. The Great Depression.
Worth considering. I can't tell if you're trying to talk me into spending all my money or Sophia. Speak of the devil. We were just about your adventure. Tell us that crazy story you told me with the wolves.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was up in Yukon territory. Zoe and me. We're searching for the Valley of the Wendigo when our chopper goes down in a storm. We crawl out of the burning cockpit only to discover that we're trampling around in a wolf's den. I don't like the sound of that. Can you
I'm
please
just saying,
check?
If you're preparing for complete global collapse or in your backyard and a bunch of MREs, you're not seeing the whole picture.
It's not going to be worth a damn
Zoe and
thing.
me, we're searching for the Valley of the Wendigo when our chopper goes down in a
Wow.
It came from over there. Look into it. Oh, right. Yeah, that was up in Yukon territory. Oh, right. Yeah, that was up in Yukon territory. Zoe and me, we're searching for the Valley of the Wendigo when our chopper goes down in a storm. We crawl out of the burning cockpit only to discover.
Huh?
You should check that out.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter,
right.
it all just
Yeah,
feels sort
that
of
was up in
You want a
Yukon
bomb,
territory.
Do a little research into
Zoe and
pandemics. Some of the vulnerabilities in so-called modern sanitation
Oh,
practices,
right.
kaboom!
That was up in
Seriously.
Yukon.
Okay, I hear you. But consider the cascade that even one major
What do
strike
you
could
think that
have
noise
in
was?
12 places.
Do you mind?
I'm
Go
not
have a look.
talking about major cities.
Yeah, that was
Fault
up
lines
in
here.
Yukon territory.
Geological bullseyes.
Zoe and me.
Good evening.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was up in Yukon territory. Zoe and me, we're searching for the Valley of the Wendigo when our chopper goes down in a storm. We crawl out of the burning cockpit only to discover that we're trampling around in a wolf's den, right between the pack and 5 mewling cubs.
God, tell them how you got away.
The old lighter and spray deodorant trick. Not without Thank God for rabies shots. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Extraordinary.
Miss Washington.
How was the test group's response to the DNA Vault initiative?
Actually, not quite as well as the team had anticipated, Madam Chairwoman.
How so?
Preserving DNA doesn't
Yes,
resonate
hello, sir.
emotionally. It seems impersonal, abstract even. Simply put, your genes are not you.
So we scrap the program?
Not necessarily. You see, once we throw cloning and ectogenesis into the mix, interest increases tenfold.
Ectogenesis?
External womb, Madam Chairwoman. Imagine, mankind is wiped out by some calamity, but no sweat. Deep underground, an AI-guided facility is ready to clone your DNA and grow another you in an artificial uterus. Genetically identical in every way. And combined with whole brain emulation, even your mind can be restored. It'll be like respawning in a video game.
Fascinating. And how close are we to anything like this?
Pretty goddamn far. But this generation may live to be 200. We have time on our side.
Huh. I'll increase your research budget by 20%.
Glad you could make it.
Good work.
Sure. Our parents were afraid of the missiles.
That
but I think we
constant.
both know that if it happens,
Good evening,
there'll be
sir.
some other element at play. Something even we can't predict.
Well, isn't this ironic? The one guy here who's actually hiding does not wear a mask.
Invisibility is a gift. It's amazing the things you pick up when nobody gives you a second thought.
Ah, let's have it.
I gave you a task. Should have been an easy sell, and yet, I hear the council is undecided. Should I be worried?
There's one time, the au pair's son was
Ah, Miss Washington. I forgot to tell you before, a few of the more prominent ARC members were curious as to how 3 of the top Hyperborean suites were already occupied, considering how the bid hasn't even opened yet. In fact, the same thing appears to have been the case with the core suites at the Stronghold facility. Who is getting first pick, Madam Chairwoman?
Ah, yes. Well, some questions are best left unanswered. Don't you agree? Carry on.
Ma'am?
Greetings, sir.
What's up, guys? Zoe come through here? I worry about that burning effigy stunt she's pulling. I think she's understimulated. Maybe you could take her shark hunting or something?
Got it, boss.
Anyway, back to the imminent end of the world.
I give up. This level of encryption's out of my league. Whoever sent you this message knew what they were doing.
Well, keep... trying. It's important.
What's going on, Sophia? I haven't seen you or Zoe this excited since the Lost Temple.
Here's something,
in Birth.
47.
Your muscle,
According to
Adrian,
this email
you
thread,
need to know everything.
Sophia Washington has recruited one of the architects in a plan to discredit the Constant. Sounds promising.
Fine. You must have known for a while that Zoe and I...
47. Olivia is trying to locate Mr. Sinclair's cell number. See if we can't contact him directly. Stand by.
They're real.
Yes. They're the ones. Always a middleman.
There. We have Sinclair's number. Making the call now. Keep your eyes peeled, 47.
This is mixed signals at best. Mental note, fly Brooklyn Anastasia out here and let her go
I'm sure
minimalist
the
on the
outer edges
joint.
would be fine.
But if I had that kind of money,
But I'm still not interested. Right. Okay, listen, lady. You're wasting my time and yours, okay? Don't call this number again. Yeesh. And they ask me why I'm not a people person.
Nothing? I'll keep on calling Sinclair until you have a visual.
Millennia of accumulated bullshit. A fresh start for the bold and the brave.
Well, it's too soon to celebrate, I'm afraid. Titan Colony is a 100-year endeavor. So, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
The council meeting. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace
The original five?
Council's still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the...
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
Original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in 1961.
It's out of our hands. All we can do is ride the wave.
I don't know what they see in that Aztec necklace, but they act like it's a crown jewel.
This guy told me to go on.
Have a good evening, sir.
Sinclair. What do I think about whom? Charles Blake III? Who the heck's that? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I live in California, not Vermont. A good night to you, ma'am. Cripes. The nerve of some people. Okay.
That's Sinclair, all right. And those are the blueprints for the poison chip. Should come in handy.
Modern society being what it is, my guess is that
Nice
any
evening.
impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks
No
going
robe,
nuclear.
no
the Great
mask.
Depression times 20.
Which rank are you?
I'm more of an outside observer.
Look, honey.
Mr.
I don't care
Name's
how
Sinclair.
much titanium you've got stored
I'm
in your
Chief
home
Technical
vault.
Designer
It's not
at
going to be worth a
Quonset
damn
Industries.
thing if your
The
property's
name
underwater.
rings a bell.
Here, I think it might interest you.
What's this?
I think you know. The chip in your neck is my design, which means I can override it for a price.
Most interesting. Meet me at the tower and be discreet. We can't be seen together.
Always am.
you're preparing for complete global collapse with a bunker in your backyard and a bunch of flies,
Hello there, sir.
Please come in. Have a seat. It's lovely by the fireplace.
May I see those blueprints again, please? Interesting. All right, Mr. Sinclair. I'm listening.
Don't. In fact, forget all I said.
Excuse me?
This wasn't my idea. Sophia Washington. She's the one who told me to approach you. It's all a trap.
Go on.
I never asked why. I just went along because she's the boss.
And you're telling me this now? Why?
Let's just say I don't like to get my hands dirty.
I see. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Sinclair. You have been most helpful. Hang on for a moment. Sophia, I need to see you at the tower. I'm sure you are, and no, it can't.
Nicely done, 47. This should put Sophia firmly in the doghouse.
I am sorry you got dragged into this. Sophia is spectacularly ambitious. Unfortunately, like most people of her ilk, she lacks humility and a sense of station.
And who are you, exactly?
A humble advisor. Nothing more.
Power without responsibility. Nothing humble about that.
All right, I'm here. Are you gonna tell me what's so damn important?
Ah, Sophia. I believe you know Mr. Sinclair.
We've met. What of it?
I don't blame you for trying, Sophia.
Good to see you, sir.
Just for failing. Upstairs. Now.
Evening. I'm sorry, sir. Not even architects are allowed back here.
Your business with the Master has concluded, Mr. Sinclair. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
It's your word against mine, you know.
That's your play.
What do you think you're doing? You don't belong here. Hey!
Sure. Our parents were afraid of the missiles. But I think
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Not in a million years.
but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels...
You think because the partners noticed you that you have their trust? Their confidence? I have served them for decades, and you don't even know their names.
And yet, you're the one with a poison chip in your neck, and I'm the one holding the trigger.
You?
Ouch. That's gotta sting. I mean, the Constant is like the voice of God, right? Surely they wouldn't dream of undermining his authority. Only the partners are old school, aren't they? They recognize class, pedigree, birds of a feather, and all that. And you reek of middle class. You carry the stink of public transportation. And while you have spent decades climbing the corporate ladder, me and Zoe, we've got ourselves a private elevator and it goes straight to the top.
Don't fool yourself, Sophia. They may use you to punish me, but you're a tool, nothing more. And this pathetic ruse only shows me how much you have yet to learn.
I've said my piece. We're done here, boss. Zoe, pick up. Shit. Yeah, it's me. Look, the Sinclair scheme blew up in my face. The Constant knows. He hasn't told the partners, not yet anyway, but I sort of lost my shit and waved the kill switch in front of his face. So who knows what he's capable of? This is starting to look like a shoot first and ask forgiveness later scenario. So, stop basking and pick up your phone.
47. If Sophia Washington triggers the kill switch device, all is lost. Take her out, now, before it's too late. Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to the harbor where it's less crowded. You can hijack one of the Archean boats.
Question is how? He's not likely to come quietly. Unless you get your hands on a kill switch.
Yes, that might just work. Search one of the twins, 47.
It's good to be back, don't you think? You know, we do important work here. Enjoyed your presentation last year, Mr. No. Building
Oh, hi. Did I ever tell you about my mission to Egypt? I abhor it.
It's important.
What's going on, Sophia? I haven't seen you or Zoe this excited since the Lost Temple in Burma.
Your muscle, Adrian? You don't need to know everything.
Here's something, 47. According to this email thread, Sophia Washington has recruited one of the architects in a plan to discredit the Constant. Sounds promising.
People already live up there.
Interesting. The poison chip in the Constant's neck was designed by a Kronstadt.
Sure. Our parents were afraid of the missiles.
47.
But
Olivia
I
is
think
trying to
we both
locate
know
Mr.
that
Sinclair's
if it
cell
happens,
number.
there'll be
See if we can't contact him directly. Stand by.
Sometimes I can't tell if you're trying to talk me into spending all my money or sealing it in a cement block.
What if I refuse? What's the worst that can happen? Sophia fires
There.
me?
We have Sinclair's number. Making the call now. Keep your eyes peeled, 47.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. Uh-huh. Yes, this is he. No. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stop you right there. I'm perfectly happy. No, I was not aware of that, but I'm still not interested. Right. Okay, listen, lady, you're wasting my time and yours, okay? Don't call this number again. This is why I need instant voice.
Okay.
All right.
That's Sinclair, all right. And those are the blueprints for the poison chip. Should come in handy.
I haven't mentioned it to the family.
Nice evening.
I suppose.
No robe, no mask. Which rank are you?
Oh, I'm more of an outside observer, Mr.
Name's Sinclair. I'm Chief Technical Designer at Kronstadt Industries.
The name rings a bell.
Here, I think it might interest you.
What's this?
I think you know.
What about those identical
The chip in your
twins that
neck
grow up
is my
separate
design,
and become completely
which
distinct
means
people?
I can override
Even
it
ones that grow up
for a
together.
price.
Most
How is
interesting.
this any different?
My question is,
Meet me at the
why is it only
tower
replication?
and be discreet.
Why not enhancement?
We can't be
Wanna
seen
get
together.
funding for this project,
Always am.
bodily and cognitive enhancements thrown into the mix.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. You want a bomb, do a little research into pandemics. Some of the vulnerabilities in so-called modern
Oh,
sanitation
cloning,
practices.
right?
Yeah, you
Kaboom.
look like a cloning guy.
Seriously.
I would have said the same thing a few years ago, but look, honey, I don't care how much I think you stop.
Good evening, sir. Please come in. Have a seat. It's lovely by the fireplace.
May I see those blueprints again, please? Interesting. All right, Mr. Sinclair. I'm listening.
Don't. In fact, forget all I said.
Excuse me?
This wasn't my idea. Sophia Washington. She's the one who told me to approach you. It's all a trap.
Go on.
I never asked why. I just went along because she's the boss.
And you're telling me this now? Why?
Let's just say I don't like to get my hands dirty.
I see. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Sinclair. You have been most helpful. Hang on for a moment. Sophia, I need to see you at the tower. I'm sure you are, and no, it can't.
Nicely done, 47. This should put Sophia firmly in the doghouse.
I am sorry you got dragged into this. Sophia is spectacularly ambitious. Unfortunately, like most people of her ilk, she lacks humility and a sense of station.
And who are you, exactly?
A humble advisor. Nothing more.
Power without responsibility. Nothing humble about that.
You have my interest, Mr. Sinclair. I think we'll speak again. For now, you will excuse me. Sophia and I need to...
All right, I'm here. Are you gonna tell me what's so damn important?
Ah, Sophia. I believe you know Mr. Sinclair.
We've met. What of it?
I don't blame you for trying, Sophia. Just for failing. Upstairs. Now.
Your business with the Master has concluded, Mr. Sinclair. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
stay out of my path, sir.
Someone help
Both
me!
targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray. No! 47, that was our only lead on the partners. Abort mission.